On the modern battlefield, the sniper's job is more critical than ever before. It's 24/7, and they have to be able to shoot in any environment. Not only that, they have to handle a wide variety of scenarios.
For a sniper to be able to hit a target, he needs accuracy. To do it from a distance, he needs range. For an effective kill of that target, he needs power. You can't have all three at once, so today's sniper has to choose the weapon that's most suited for that particular mission.
Anyone who has ever fired a sniper rifle, including myself, has an opinion about which weapon system is the best. Now, there is a dilemma when you talk about capability. When you talk about pure accuracy, well, you tend to give up range. When you're talking about incredible range, you tend to give up power. When you're talking about pure power, well, you tend to give up accuracy and range. But what if there was a weapon system out there that could give you all three capabilities on a world-class level?
One weapons manufacturer claims to have developed a sniper system that does exactly that. Here at Arco, Idaho, I'm about to see if their claims are true.
On this show, I've had the absolute privilege of firing some of the most amazing sniper systems on the planet. But there are whispers of a weapon system that's so incredible, it could be the best.
This is the Shytech M200. Gives a whole new meaning to the word intervention.
The Shytech intervention system is made up of three separate parts. First, the specifically designed .408 round. Second, the M200 lightweight bolt-action sniper rifle. Third, the advanced ballistic computer. It helps the sniper overcome the dozens of physical and environmental variables he has to take into account. By putting that all together, the people behind the Shytech intervention system believe they have created what may be the best sniper system on the planet.
This is probably one of the best rifles, if not the best sniper system that I've ever seen anywhere in the world. I've even played around with the Vector and the Denel, the 20mm anti-equipment, you know, soft target rifles, and this thing is all singing, all dancing. It is, as David says, exactly as advertised.
The Shytech intervention system goes farther, faster, hits harder, and hits with more accuracy than basically any other gun that's ever been built.
What excites me most about Shytech is its ability to perform, its accuracy, and the ability to seize the distance.
It's all about how slippery we can be through the air.
After 16 years in the firearm industry, Robin Sharpless knew that the first thing they had to get right was the bullet.
The bullet is the thing that we have to have get to the target. So really, it's the natural place to begin. Let's design the bullet that can be the best possible, that can move through the air better than any before it, that can have less resistance, that can be more predictable in its flight path. And then, once we have that, let's build the system out from there.
Existing rounds weren't up to the job.
We had a capabilities gap, we had a technology gap between the .338, which is a wonderful round, and the .50.
The solution was to create a completely new round called the .408.
What we have here is a ballistic coefficient of over 3,000 yards of flight that averages .945, which is extremely high. Prior to this, you had things like the .338 Lapua that had a ballistic coefficient of .662, which was considered incredible. And yet now we've gone, obviously 945 is closer to 1 than 662.
The thing that makes the .408 round such a mean round is that it stays supersonic out to 2,200 yards. Beyond 400 yards, it has more kinetic energy than a .50 cal round. It's 1/3 the weight and has significantly less recoil.
With night drawing fast, I have the perfect opportunity to test one of the most important capabilities of any sniper system: stealth.
It's important to remember that threats happen 24 hours a day, and you want a weapon system that can perform in that environment. ShyTech, well, they have the answer. All right, Chris, what are we doing tonight?
We're gonna do some night shooting at distance on some steel out to 600 yards.
Former Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kinney has already set up this system for a night shoot.
Tell me what we got going on here.
We have a suppressor up front, STW suppressor, a B Myers 1-watt laser to add more light downrange if you need it, IR light. A Simrad 203 for night vision that slips right onto your day scope. And of course we have the ShyTech Intervention M200.
Tell me a little bit about the suppressor.
Suppressor, you not only use it during day, but you want to use it at night because it cuts down tremendously on the noise and the flash.
It just seems like somebody spent a lot of time thinking about how to put this together and getting it to do its job.
There's a lot of thought put into this by a lot of people. And we've listened to operators who have shot it.
What's the coolest thing about shooting this thing at night?
Knowing that you're hitting what you're aiming at with incredible precision. Knowing, confident that, hey, I'm at night, no one can see me.
The night vision scope allows the sniper to see targets up to 750 yards away. It doesn't emit an infrared signature, so you won't give away your position.
Now it's time to put a hole in armor.
All right, that's it. 2 shots. How do you think we did?
I think you'll be quite happy.
Well, it looks pretty black out here.
Yeah.
Is it here?
Yep, it's right up here.
There it is.
Wait a second, did I miss it?
Nope, but I think you're gonna be pretty happy with that.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way. That is incredible. It's incredible. We're talking 600 yards, that half-inch of steel, moving right through it. And that group is incredible.
Part of me is like, I know you're a great shot. I know you know what you're doing. But it's almost outside of belief, you know?
And it is to a lot of people, but as you see, it's possible.
I'm still blown away by this. And when you're talking about being able to shoot through steel, kind of give me some examples of why you would need to have this capability.
One major capability that you need, an example for it, is a truck laden with an IED driving towards a gate, and it's spotted. You're able to punch that big bore, or that big block engine, the steel of the engine, and stop that vehicle. Shoot the engine, shoot the driver, and that truck's gonna stop.
To be able to hit a long-range target, a sniper must rely on years of training and experience. Distance, wind speed, and direction, the type of round, there are dozens of factors that must be taken into account. ShyTech has decided to let technology do a lot of the heavy lifting with the advanced ballistic computer.
This is about using technology to give you a very precise firing solution so you know where the round's going to go. And now what we've done is we've taken the capability to remove every possible variable that could damage that flight or could change that flight. And once we do that, we know exactly where the bullet's going to wind up. All the computer does is then put the crosshairs where that bullet's going to wind up.
Believe it or not, at extreme distances, you even have to take into account the rotation of the Earth and your position on it.
The distances we're working, the spin of the Earth, means that when that bullet unlocks from the end of the muzzle, your target's actually moving until the bullet gets there. And this becomes very important the closer to the equator you are. At the equator, of course, your stationary target is actually moving almost 1,000 miles an hour. So if it's a 2.5-second flight time on the bullet, your target's moving 1,000 miles an hour for 2.5 seconds. And we correct for that.
To really push the intervention system to the limit, we need a big landscape. The Arco Pass is the perfect location for some really long-range shooting, because it's exactly the kind of terrain this system might be used in.
Chris, when I look over at this terrain, what's this remind you of? Why you want to train out here?
It should remind a lot of people, especially operators, of a little place called Afghanistan and parts of Iraq right now. The caves, the rough terrain, the elevation. I mean, we can jump right over across the other side of this hill and be in the flatlands, like certain parts of Iraq.
To test the M200 out, we've set up 2 targets. The first is at 900 yards, and the second is at, wait for it, 2,530 yards. That's almost a mile and a half of rugged, mountainous, windswept terrain to cover.
You have multiple wind scenarios. As we've been standing here, the wind's changed at least 10 times.
Absolutely.
Different directions and different speed.
You gonna show me?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
All right, let's go.
Today we're gonna be shooting a 419 grain, 408 caliber bullet. So you would just tap here, pick your bullet from the pull down menu, 419, put your muzzle velocity in, how fast it's coming out of your gun. You need to put in your wind data at gun, speed and direction, where it's coming from and how fast it's blowing.
Barometric still 24.43.
Okay?
All the data from this is then fed into the advanced ballistics computer.
It's time to get down to business, isn't it?
Time to get down to business.
First up is the 900-yard target. This is about 3 times the effective range of a standard assault rifle. But for the Shytech M200, it's just a warm-up.
Hit. Hit. 5 o'clock. Hit. Center mass.
So hitting a target that's just over a half a mile away is pretty straightforward. Now it's time for the real test. At nearly 3 times that distance, the next target is 2,530 yards away.
Yeah, if I have to do it.
That's easily more than the length of 25 football fields. It's also just 127 yards short of the longest ever confirmed sniper kill made during Operation Anaconda in Afghanistan by Corporal Rob Furlong. To make things even harder, just as I'm about to make my attempt, the wind picks up.
So now we're pressed out to 2,530 yards. Matt. About 6 o'clock. Hold slightly higher.
All right, done.
Did you see that rock? You just nicked the rock right behind it.
It was just above it, wasn't it?
Yeah. The plate was right here. You went right here. 12 o'clock. So just hold slightly lower. Is that 11 o'clock on the plate?
Yep.
There's a mark on the plate right there at 11 o'clock.
Incredible.
That was a clean target.
Incredible.
Now I've found my hold. Time to take 2 more shots.
All right, let's go down range and see what we did.
All right, let's go take a look at it.
I think we're just shy of basically 1,000 yards, right?
Yep.
Pretty much every round is on target.
Good shoot.
And look at the penetration, though. That's the thing that's crazy. So if somebody's trying to hide behind that, say in a vehicle, they're up to no good. At this kind of range, no problem.
No problem.
Right through it.
Right through it and right into them.
And to see that, you know, there we were on the almost on the half side of that ridge over there.
Yep.
Taking that shot.
900 yards away. You think someone could see you up there?
No. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. Now, since walking over here 1,000 yards across this terrain has been a lot of fun, we're having a blast, we're actually gonna send somebody out to go get the one that's even further out, the 2530. And we'll take a look and see what happened.
It took this poor guy 25 minutes to cover the distance twice, just to bring back the target.
And at 2,530 yards, we did this, a 3-round group. I would never have been able to do that with any other weapon system, flat out. I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt. If there is, I might have gotten lucky with 1 round with somebody, but to put a 3-round group on a target this small, I would have thought that to be impossible.
We don't ever anticipate or wish to replace the skill, the training, the things that are necessary to make a great sniper or a great spotter. What we want to do is we want to amplify their capability, enhance their capability, so that we can go to ranges that were never thought of before, and we can do it with impunity.
Again, mission accomplished,